Hi guys, Gijoe here, and welcome to the bunker in Atlanta. It's been a while, a long while, but pretty excited about today's video. And before you see some beautiful boxes here, and I'm getting ready to explain this. But if you've seen any of my previous videos, whether it be my midway table, whether it be my customized piece boxes, which I'll show you in a second, you've probably heard of a gentleman or a company by the name of Sohidesign. And the gentleman's name is Bill Whitaker, Sohidesign. And here's some of his contact information. Anyways, he sent me a couple boxes, and I wanted to give a shout out to Bill at Sohidesign and show these boxes off to you and let you know, guys, that you are going to have the ability to get some of these boxes if you so desire. So let's take a look at these. First of all, the boxes he sent me, as you can see, are stained in two different colors. We essentially have an Allies box, right, for all of you Axis and Allies players. And you can see that all three roundels are on the top. And then, of course, this is a nice, beautiful, kind of a medium brown stain. And we'll show you the quality of the boxes here in a minute, which is impeccable. Also, we have a darker box with a darker stain containing the Axis roundels. All right, so now let's take a look on the inside of the box. Well, first of all, let's look at just the quality of this craftsmanship is absolutely fantastic. Of course, you have a lid to both of these that picks up, and you can see it has a nice magnet placed in here, and of course the magnet is placed in such a position to where it's, what's the word when he talked about whatever, but anyways, the boxes on the inside are nice and spacious, and the great thing about it is, I don't know if you can tell here, but there are some little slots that he has cut into the sides. So it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes with 8 dividers, as you can see, but you can take these out and maneuver these around however you would like to, as you can see right here. So if you want more space for some infantry, maybe this be some ships and some planes and roundels and such. So you have lots of cool options for Beck. Now, the only thing I would maybe think of is it'd be kind of cool if there was an option, and I'm sure you can customize this if you like, but I could maybe move this over to here, and maybe if there was a longer piece like this. So if there's a longer piece like this, I could fit across the middle, but that's not a big deal. Anyways, but as you can see, you can configure around these boxes any way that you like. You can take the dividers out, you can add them where you want, move them around, and so forth. So the insides of the boxes are nice and customizable. You can see the quality of the work, and you can even see the, I guess that's called dovetailing or whatever it's called, but really, really excellent quality, where he has spliced these ends together. And as far as the size of this, I think these are probably about 15 to 16 inches wide, or long rather, and probably about, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 inches tall, maybe 3 to 3.5 inches wide. But that's all customizable, which we'll talk about in a second. But I want you to also check out this, same thing, beautiful different darker stain, and of course you have the same division on the inside that's easily customizable. You can move around these dividers as much as you like. Thanks to Bill for sending these, and I appreciate it, Bill. What I wanted to do is let you know that he has, I'm going to put 2 links in the description below, and he has a couple of these sets still available for sale. So one of the links, if you click on it, you'll see this beautiful set that I just happen to have right here. He has a set for, I think he has 4 sets left here on Etsy at $100, if I'm not mistaken. And you can see that. So there's 4 sets left. So if you don't want to miss out, guys, you want to grab these, definitely add these to the cart. Again, the link will be in the description. Now, the cool thing is, you might be thinking, these aren't enough space for all of my pieces, right? Well, he has a big, beautiful set like this. So here's another set he has, and he has 2 of these sets left. And this contains a box for every single nation. So as you can see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have, of course, China and France. You've got UK. You've got Russia. I'm sure one would be US and Commonwealth. And then you've got like Germany, Japan, and Italy. So you have a full-fledged box for every single nation. And again, I think there's only 2 of these sets left for $6.80. I think that's a great price, especially if you divide that by 9. And the cool thing is, if you go in here, you can select the color. So if you want brown, if you want black, or if you want 6 brown, 3 black, etc., you can check that out. So you might want to, again, check the links in the description. There'll be 2 different links. One link will be to this 9-box set for $6.80, and another link will be to this 2-box set for $100. All right, so you don't want to miss that. Now, the cool thing is, guys, if you're sitting here like, well, the boxes look great, but I'm not really a stain guy. I prefer paint, or if I do like stain, this isn't the color stain. The cool thing is, if you decide to work with Bill, he is fantastic at working with people to make customizable options. And so I want to give you a brief flyover of some of the work that he has done for me. Now, it must be said that when I got these boxes, and of course these boxes, if you choose to order them here, they came as you see, already stained, already painted up. And by the way, these are all inlays. These are all 3D printed pieces. So like this is 3 different pieces. You have the blue circle, then you have the white star that lays inside of it, and then a red dot that lays inside of that. So all of these are individual pieces, and as you can see, and so it's not a sticker, it's not painted on, it's an actual 3D pieces that have been painted and then inlaid inside the lid. So let's take a look at some of my boxes. So let's start with the Allies. Now these are the boxes that I had him do for me. As you can see, this is my UK box, and I'm not going to go through every one, but you can see I've customized the inside on what works best for me. You can do so for you as well. You can see the nice little inlay here. Each one of those is a 1, 2, 3, 4 different pieces that will come like that. And then, you can have him paint them, or you can paint them, whatever. So here's my Russia box. And you can see the Russia star is an inlay as well. Again, the insides. I won't open up every single one of these, but now here's one that I think is really cool. And this is actually one that when I say I designed, I kind of came up with the idea. I asked Bill, hey, can we put the Union Jack on a flag? And so we came up with some different possible designs. And this is one that he sent me, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So great work, Bill. But I chose to paint this in a blue. And of course, all these pieces came individually. They came taped to the lid, and then I just took them out and then painted them, But that allows for such the clean, crisp lines because I painted them as separate pieces and then reinstalled them back into the lid. So that's pretty cool. And here's another one. And again, Bill and I worked together to design this. And if I'm not mistaken, I think even a couple other guys, maybe Lieutenant Dan, kind of adopted this same design, and he may have put more stars in or something. But so yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful lid here. And as you can see, I painted it nice olive drab. And again, all these, you have a blue field, and each one of these stars is a separate inlay. Each one of these stripes is a separate inlay piece of wood that I could remove, paint it, and then put it back in after it dries so that the lines are nice and crisp. Does that make sense? So that's just an overview of my Allied boxes. And if you've been watching my channel for any time, you've probably seen videos that I've made in the past about these boxes. But just one thing to think of here, and Bill has been awesome about customizations. He has certain colors that he uses, again, certain stains he uses. But if you have aspirations to make your boxes a certain color, there's always the option of him just making the boxes for you, and he sends them to you just the raw wood, all assembled, all put together, and then you can decide how you want to paint it or what colors you want to paint, all right? And that's what I did. He just sent me the natural wood boxes completely assembled, and then I, removed the inlays here and painted them the color I wanted and put them back in. So this is some of the custom work that Bill and I did together for my boxes, for the Allies. Now let's take a look over here at the Axis. You may have seen some of these as well. This is my Japanese box, of course. And again, all these are inlays. This right here, all this red is one giant piece, one giant inlay. And then these little pieces here, the white, are smaller inlays. So that came in the lid, just kind of taped in so it didn't fall out and break. And then when I received it, I pulled it out, primed it, painted it, sanded it, stuck it back in. So this is my Italy box, and a nice fascist Italy symbol there. And I decided to go with black, the black shirts, all that kind of stuff. And plus I didn't want it to be the same color as Germany. So that's that. And then, of course, my German box with the little cross there. So now mine are a little bit weathered because I put that polyurethane on here, and that's the same polyurethane that I put on the pieces to kind of give it that little aged look. But that's something that I do, okay? So the whole point of this is he makes fantastic quality boxes. And the great thing is, if this size doesn't work for you, he's such a great guy. He's willing to work with you. So for instance, if your table is higher and you want the boxes to be deeper, he's able to do that. If you want your boxes to be longer, he's able to do that. So if you have certain dimensions, all you have to do is contact him. And again, here's his information, Sohidesign, Bill Whitaker. There's his phone number, his email, which is sohidesign@gmail.com. There's his Etsy shop and his Instagram, etc., and his website. And I'll put all this information in the description, along with the 2 links to the stuff that he is still has in stock that he's looking at selling. And of course, you can click on some pictures here, and he shows you even what the insides of the boxes look like. So you can check that out. And there are 2 more boxes that I have that I didn't show you, my custom boxes, and that is my France box. As you can see right here, I decided to keep it white and just paint the French logo there. And of course, the China box, check this out. He and I designed this. I really don't like sometimes putting the China pieces in with Russia or whatever, or the U.S. So I was like, can we make a China box, Bill? And but I don't want it this big because I don't need this much space. Can we make it, smaller? And then I kind of figured out, actually what I did was I put my pieces in here and figured out how much room I would need in this box and measured that. And that's how we came up with this. And so Bill and I designed this, and as you can see, all those little triangles are each individual pieces of inlay that I just popped out, painted white, and stuck back in. And I decided to paint this as the actually Free China flag, so which is red here, and then a blue field with the white star, or sun rather. So that's how I kind of decided to paint this. So anyway, so as you can see, Bill does great work, quality craftsmanship. And he's a great guy. He's willing to customize to fit your table needs, your gaming needs. So it's really a win-win. There's no way to lose in this situation unless you just don't need the boxes, right? So please look at this description below. Check the links out here on his Etsy shop to grab these last bit of boxes that he has. If you have desire to customize your own boxes, once again, check out Sohidesign with Bill Whitaker at his phone number there, 206-877-2933, and of course Sohidesign@gmail.com. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it's been a while, but hope you guys get an opportunity to check out some of Bill's work. Oh, one other thing I want to show you. Some of the other customization stuff he did was I sent him some pics of carrier decks, right? So if you know the Midway game with HBG's Midway game, I didn't want to have just those little cards here, so I sent him some pictures of the carrier decks, and he actually 3D printed out the top of the carrier deck on wood, and so that's how and then I glued it onto my table. So now my planes from my Midway game are actually sitting on a carrier deck. So this is like the lower deck, that's the upper deck. But again, this is all customized. I said, hey, Bill, can you do this? He says, absolutely. Send me some pictures. So we worked it out. So he's great, great to work with, great at customization. And we do have another project we're kind of working on, and it's right over. I'm not going to show you because it's a top secret. And when I get it done, I think you're going to like it. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Check out Sohidesign, Bill Whitaker. Check out my description for these links in Etsy. Buy some of his stuff. Support him. He's been great for our community. I think Lieutenant Dan has done stuff with him. I think Triple Crown up in Canada has done stuff with him. Gelso, one of the Mofo brothers out in California, has done some stuff with him. So you definitely want to check out his work, right? Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.